put my fingers together and I felt I made a promise. I will never abandon you again. And just like that, I fell in love. Ladies and gentlemen, lovely evening to contest chair, fellow participants, and Toastmasters. When I speak about love, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? Can I have an answer? What is the first thing that comes to your mind when I say the word love? Parents?
Family?
Family?
Food.
Food. Okay, so as you can see, right, all of us have very different notions of love. And what my point is what I'm trying to say is that love can come in many different forms. Be it something you do on the bed, or be it those three magical words that is playing around in your head. But what I believe is that what we can all agree on is that we all have this similar common desire to love and feel loved. And this is what I'm going to talk about today. Of course, I'm not as foolish as to talk about the meaning of love, but rather I will share with you guys what it meant to me and how it affected me. So, when I was young, I grew up in a violent family. So, I never quite understood the meaning of love. What happened to me is that I had a very logical mindset. I saw love as a concept. It was a very conceptual thing to me that I tried to hack into love. So you can imagine how my experience when I got into my first relationship went. Well, trust me, it's just like going for a steamboat, but you're eating with your hands. So basically, I got burnt pretty bad. Yeah, what happened was not something that I could took easily, and it made me think about what it really means to me. So, what happened next is that I went to dig deeper into what love actually meant. And I realized that I was afraid. I was afraid to make commitments, to let my emotions just run free. And that was so scary about it. It was like a paradox. One of life's paradox. It's like I wanted to feel love so badly, yet I didn't want to feel love so badly as well. I had this realization that, somewhere deep inside myself, I told myself that I was not worthy of love. So I loved and I lost. I searched for love and I lost myself in the process. But what I got out of it was a learning lesson that by trying to love someone else before fully accepting who I was and loving myself first, it's like running a fool's errand. You get nowhere. So right now, I'm going to share with you guys a little secret of mine. It's like a little mantra that I do to keep myself in balance. So it's very easy. First, I'd like you guys to just reach out your hands like this and wriggle them. And then place your fingers together and let your fingertips kiss each other. And rest your elbows gently on the table. Feel the energy of the pulses surging through your fingertips. Whenever I do that, I feel this sense of peace, of balance. What it does is that it allows me to slow down and to focus and reflect on myself. So right now, I want to ask you guys a question. Just think about it. When is the last time any one of you here thought about your hands? It's actually it might sound like a pretty ridiculous question to ask at first, but think about it. When is the last time, your hands actually helped clean you when you were in a mess and you were dirty? When's the last time your hands fed you when you were tired and hungry? Your hands that protected you and covered you when you were scared? Or perhaps your hands who wiped away your tears when you're crying and feeling sad? Of course, not to mention your hands that make love to you when you're feeling bad. So my point is, how often do we actually take the time to actually think about things that actually are so easily neglected, and they are so used to it that we don't realize that we are actually very privileged. Of course, I'm not just talking about hands here. I'm talking about more than that. Our body, our mind, our spirit, and our entire beingness. What it means is that every time in our daily lives, as we are pushed by the currents of life, we always get affected by the noises, the distractions outside. But what about the noise inside? So just like to take this moment to be in the present, to be in the now, and just to feel alive, just to be here. And that, I believe, is why we call this the present, which is the greatest gift that God has given us. I guess, after all this, I loved, but I didn't lose like before, and I made it last. So now, I put my hands together, and I tell myself, I made a promise that I will never abandon you again. And with that, I fell in love. Back to you, Mr. Jack.